Hello everyone, welcome to Commerce Classes. In our series of the adjustments to final accounts, our next adjustment is Manager's Commission or Commission of Managing Director. Okay, this is our 8th adjustment. Now this comes under adjustment, reason being that his commission might be payable on the basis of the profits. So you might have given him some commission in advance or in anticipation of the profits, but the actual commission amount can be calculated only when we have calculated the profit. So in this case, our first step should be calculation of manager's commission. Right? Now if it is based on turnover or sales revenue, it can easily be calculated. So you calculate the commission, and in the statement of profit and loss, under the category other expenses, we will be adding up manager's or MD's commission. Okay, you can easily calculate it if it is based on sales or turnover. Now compare the amount of commission with the actual commission paid during the year and calculate outstanding commission. So suppose your commission paid during the year as per the trial balance is say 50,000 rupees, but when you calculate the commission, it comes out to be say 58,000 rupees. It implies that out of 58,000 rupees of your expenditure, you have paid 50,000, so you are still to pay 8,000. So in the balance sheet, in the category current liabilities, under other current liabilities, you will be recording outstanding commission of the manager or MD. Right? So the actual expenditure based on the percentage or as the amount given will come under statement under other expenses. Compare it with the payment actual made through the trial balance, which is shown in the trial balance, and you will be getting outstanding commission, which will be covered in other current liabilities under the main heading current liabilities. So we are to calculate the commission, and second step is we are to calculate outstanding commission. So these two amounts will be coming here. The first amount which we are calculating here, it will be coming in the statement of profit and loss. Second amount that we will be calculating will come under the balance sheet. Right? So second will come here, first will come here. Now calculation part. There are various cases for the calculation of commission. Now case 1 is when it is based on revenue or sales. Now there is no problem in such calculations. So we can easily calculate commission as equal to revenue, sales revenue, gross revenue, net revenue, as the case is given, into rate of commission upon 100, direct application. Second case is when it is based on net profit. Now herein we have some complexity involved. Like when we talk about net profit, then which profit are we recording here, or which profit is to be taken up? Now when we look at our statement of profit and loss, we take up the revenue, other income, we get total income. Now when you deduct all expenses, you get profit before exceptional and extraordinary items. For the time being, if we just leave these things, because profit will come here, then profit before tax, then you calculate tax, and then you have profit after tax. Right? So these are certain stages. Now his commission is to be added here under other expenses, but it is based on the profit. It means that the profit that we are calculating, which is here, it will be before tax and before commission, even if we record all expenses, but we have not recorded commission, because commission is based on profit here or here. And since we haven't yet calculated this profit, so at the maximum we can record all expenses except manager's commission. So this we will be doing in working notes. So the profit that we will be recording and we will be getting here, it will be profit before tax, before manager's commission, because we need to add that commission and then we can record tax expenses on our profit, and then we'll get profit after tax, which implies that when commission is based on profit, then we need to know, is it based on profit before his commission and taxes, profit after his commission but before taxes, or profit after his commission and after tax. So there can be three categories in case of profits. First is commission is based on net profit before charging commission and taxes, which implies the profit that we are calculating here. So you have taken total income. Now you have all expenses that you have calculated in the notes. So you can add up all the expenses, and after deducting the total of the expenses from the income, like in the statement, we can write this, we can write this, we can write this also. But yes, this one, this is before commission because we haven't yet calculated it. So you just take the amount that you have, gross amount, that will give you net profit before commission. Okay, in the working notes, we can calculate net profit before commission. We can also exclude these expenses, these extraordinary items. So we'll be having net profit before tax and before commission. So if this commission is based on net profit before tax and before commission, so you can calculate the amount. Okay, in working notes. This amount can easily be calculated and it is based on this amount only. So commission will be equal to net profit before charging commission and taxes into rate upon 100. Rate of commission can be taken. So this will be our commission calculation, right? Another case can be, it is based on net profit after charging his commission and before taxes. That means they want to charge commission in such a manner that it should be a certain percentage of net profit after charging his commission. Now when it is to be done, then commission will be net profit before charging commission and taxes, because this is the only profit that we can calculate. We cannot calculate profit after his commission without calculating commission. So this is what we have. So what we are to do here is we are to change the base. Whereas in this case rate was based on before charging commission, net profit before commission, so you took it directly. Now if you take rate here, now our base needs to be changed. Commission is based on net profit after charging his commission, but what we have here is profit before charging. So we need to take the base as 100 plus R. So we can derive that formula also. That is, commission is equal to net profit before charging commission into R upon 100 plus R. Let us assume net profit before charging commission and taxes is NP. This is profit. Okay, assume commission to be X. This is what we are to calculate. So let it be X. It means net profit after charging commission but before taxes. Taxes we are not considering because it is still saying before taxes. So it is net profit minus X. Right? Now since commission is R percentage of net profit after charging commission, it needs some mathematical calculation. So commission is X, R percentage of net profit after charging his commission, which is net profit minus X. So we are just to solve this equation for the value of X. So X is equal to net profit into rate upon 100 minus X into rate upon 100. So we take up X on the left side. So net profit into R upon 100. Now taking X common, this is all mathematics, right? So net profit into R upon 100. So X 100 plus R upon 100 is equal to net profit into rate upon 100. So it gets cancelled. So what we have is x is equal to, in order to take the value of x, 100 plus r goes to the other side, so into rate upon 100 plus r. So this is what we have in our formula, that we will change the base. So amount can easily be calculated, right? Now next case is when it is based on net profit after commission, as we have it here, as well as taxes. So commission is based on net profit after charging his commission and after charging taxes. Now when we include taxes in our calculation, what it implies is that the commission rate will change. Just understand it here. Now suppose net profit of the company before taxes is 100 rupees. Now you will charge tax expense. Suppose company is under 40% bracket. So 40 rupees will be tax expense 40%. You will be left with 60 rupees of profit. So net profit after tax. Now commission rate based on the profit before or after taxes is going to be different based on the rate of taxation. Now if the manager's commission is 10%, right? I am taking 10%. If it is 10% of the profit before taxes, it can be taken as 100, right? But the same commission based on net profit after tax, it will be 10% of 60. And what was 60? 60 was 100 minus tax, right? So in a way, what we can say here is that when the commission is based on net profit after tax, then the rate of commission reduces by the amount of the tax that company is going to pay. So a 10% commission based on net profit after tax is effectively 6% of the profit before tax. I am taking 100 as a base so that you can understand the change in the rate. A 10% commission based on net profit after tax gives you 6 rupees. So based on profit after tax is 6, so profit before tax is going to be 6%. Just understand it again. Net profit before taxes, I am just explaining you the rate, 100. Okay, suppose company is in the tax bracket of 30%. So your profit after tax is going to be 70 rupees. Now assume the commission is 15%. Now 15% of net profit after tax is equal to 15% into 70. Okay, this is what you are having. 10.5. So 15% of 70, that is net profit after tax. So it is equivalent to saying 10.5% of profit before tax. That means the rate of commission is now changed as rate into 1 minus tax, because this is your profit after tax. So rate without tax was R, but rate after tax is going to be 1 minus T, because if your tax rate is at 40%, then commission is payable on 60% of the profit. So you can change the rate, because in any case we cannot calculate profit and all other taxes etc. unless and until commission has been calculated. So rather than going into a detailed calculation, assuming amount to be X etc., we can simply change the rate or change the base. Like here we changed the base. We took it 100 plus R because we had net profit before commission and taxes. So we changed the base. So now in this case commission is going to be net profit before commission and taxes into, now rate is going to be rate into 1 minus T upon 100 plus rate into 1 minus T, because your rate is now reduced. A 10% rate of commission is now reduced to 10 into what profit you are left with. So if it is a 40% rate, you are left with 60%. So rate into 60%. If it is a 25% tax, so your commission will be R into 75%. Just understand it again. Now suppose company's total income is, we'll explain all the cases. Suppose company's total income is say 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Now expenses. Now you recorded all expenses under different categories and other expenses also. Of course, manager's commission is not there because we are to calculate. Suppose all this, without this, is coming out to be 3,50,000. It means in our working notes we will say that net profit before commission and taxes is 1,50,000. Now case 1. If manager is given commission at the rate of 10% of net profit before charging his commission and taxes, so his commission will be 10% of 1,50,000. Just this 15,000. So this we will prepare in working notes, and in the fair statement our other expenses will now be having 3,50,000 plus this 15,000, because this was not included in the working notes because we hadn't yet calculated. So we can directly take the commission. Second case is same 10% commission, but now it is after charging the commission but before taxes. So taxes we are not to consider, right? So commission is going to be, since it is profit after commission, 10% of the profit after commission, so this percentage will now be changed, base will be changed. So 1,50,000 into 10 upon 110, because in order to have 10 rupees of commission on net profit after commission, we need to have 110 rupees with us. So base has been changed, as I explained you through the calculation. So we changed the base. So now our commission is going to be okay. So 13,637. Now you can verify this also. You have 1,50,000 rupees of net profit before commission. Now if we deduct commission, we have net profit after commission and before taxes, of course. Okay, so this is our profit, and we know that 10% of profit after commission is 13,336.3. So rounded off to 13,637. Now last case, again the calculation, same 10% of the net profit after commission and taxes at the rate of 40%. Now if the company is having tax bracket of 40%, it means it will be left with a profit of 60%. Understanding? So the real or effective rate of commission is 10% of the profits, but your profit after taxes is going to be, for commission we change the base, but for taxes we will have to change the rate. So your 40% tax is there, it means you will be left with 60%. Okay, so you will be having 60% of profit if you pay 40% tax. So effectively you have 6% commission rate. So your commission is going to be 1,50,000 into 6 upon 106. So you will calculate this amount. So it is 8491. Okay, so this is going to be commission. If we have percentage of profit after commission and taxes, it implies for after commission, profit after commission, we'll change the base, and for profit after taxes, we'll take the effective rate of commission, which is now 10% into effective profit that you will be left with. So 40% tax implies 60% is left with us. So 6% is your effective commission on your gross profit before taxes. Okay, now we can verify this also, since we were having net profit before commission and taxes 1,50,000. Okay, now deduct commission 8491. It means our profit is 1,40,509. Now less taxes at the rate of 40%, 56,603. So our net profit after tax and commission is 84,906, and you can verify your 10% rate of this is this. 10% of net profit after commission and taxes is 84,906 into 10%. So rounded off to 1 rupee, 8,491 will be your commission which you have calculated. So we'll calculate the commission according to the method given. So based on revenue, it is a direct calculation, but based on profit, we will have to see, is it a profit before commission, profit after commission and taxes. So accordingly, we will calculate the amount, and same will appear in the statement of profit and loss. Now second calculation is calculate outstanding commission by comparing calculated commission expense with commission paid. The commission that you have paid will be given in trial balance or in the balances, and the calculated amount is what we have solved. So compare the two and find out the outstanding amount. Outstanding amount will appear in the balance sheet. If you happen to pay more, then it is advance commission paid. So then it will be a part of current assets. And the calculation amount will give you the amount for the current year, which will come under other expenses. Like here in the same example, taking each case. Now if you have trial balance showing commission paid, say 10,000 rupees. Now in this case, we'll be having 5,000 outstanding commission. In case second, we'll be having 3,637 outstanding commission. In the third case, since we have paid more, so we'll be having commission paid in advance 1,509. So that outstanding will or advance amount will appear in the balance sheet, and the amount of expenditure for the year will come under the statement. So I hope this manager's commission is clear to you. It will give you two calculations: calculation for expense of the year and calculation for outstanding amount. And if you haven't given any commission during the year, then the whole amount of commission will be your liability. Right? Thank you.